Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Yard line.
Set, ready? 10 logo.
54. Watch the run, watch the run. Set.
Go.
He's got his man. This is Tate. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Check. Pressure. He's coming. Hey, lock it. Shoot.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. 54. Here we go. Small. No.
Watch the eye. Watch the twist.
Hey.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, jump.
54, right there. 54 miles.
Go. Please grip.
Now Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
3 buzz. Check Nick.
Greystone, travel. Go.
On the ground, Kamara. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Thomas. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's got the first down inside the 10. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Tracy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. You better be afraid of me.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check next.
Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Set, ready, 8, read. Pilot, 64, read. Get it.
On first down, Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Kill. Check.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants 3, Saints nothing.
Ready. 6-6, pull it high.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
On the set. Check mark 54, 61. Matchbox lights.
Check.
Deep rip.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Jones now on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
On the ready.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Looking to throw. Tracy. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Going with a screen for Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, jump. Undercut. Check. John.
This is Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
You got tight up there.
Ready.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. That's complete to Gallman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 19, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On first down, Tracy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Tracy, he's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Ready.
Throwing again. Tracy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a gain of 30. Complete to Alvin Kamara.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Heavy. Watch 2.
Hey, Alpha.
2 times. Let's go.
The final shot before break. Tracy got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Keep playing hard.
So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking to throw. Tracy, and Thomas has it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Tracy, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's fourth. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
He's checking, he's checking.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Ready?
Here's Jones on third down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
We want it. Come to my fight.
Here's a second and 7. His throw incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Tracy, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 26. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The 2nd play resulted in pay dirt.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jones now on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Tracy got the connection here to Bourne. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 2, Tracy. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. 2nd and long. He gets it to Thomas. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 1. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Safety's creeping.
Check three, check three, check three.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Get it.
Running with Kamara. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the double.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pilot, 64.
They'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Go! 8 piece. You draw Porter. Ready?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
61. Matchbox lights.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I'm giving they soldier chills. My